running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down to the air. Got it behind the line. It's small. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. And down he goes.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Dropping back, it's Welsh. Makes a grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Just a short pass to the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Reels it in. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Stop right there.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Look out! Snags it over the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
run inside. It's Brooks. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the air. It's Welch. Snags it. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Welsh. Slings it downfield. Couldn't set his feet.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Small. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. Out wide left, it's Curry. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Holds on, it's Curry. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Looking to throw, it's Welch. Here comes the heat. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of this drive. Left side, it's Robinson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Hoffman.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Still looking. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Gamecocks looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Scott. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Back to throw, it's Bailey. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Ran through the contact. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Looking for blockers. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Takes it in. Touchdown, NC State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. They're all over him. And it's a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They booted away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
They try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll ride him again. Swamped immediately.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now on the counter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Welsh. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Curry. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They've got him at the 27.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
A little release to the back. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for space. It's gone. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And they'll down this one at about the 40. Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. Off-play action on 1st down. In the backfield, it's Small. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Welch. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Hits inside, it's Scott. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Under pressure. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 30. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Joyner. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Trying to bull his way in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a goal.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Motion from the wide receiver. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Trying to take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On the run, it's Lewis. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Going to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
There he goes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
In the red area, it's Lewis. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pull to the ground. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. He wants to throw it. Caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Defense all over him.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Welsh. Rush is on, and they got it. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Finding some room. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Sees an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best.